Well, hello and welcome to this midday market mood check with me, Nandita, Khemka, and my colleague Yatin, Mota. Well, Yatin, what was turning out to be a very lackluster session has now once again picked up pace because the Nifty has, in fact, it's inching towards that 17,700 mark. It's nearing the high point of the day. If you look at the sectoral movers, excuse me, it's the Nifty financials and the realty basket that's doing well. The Nifty Bank is up 400 points as we speak. You know, when we talk about individual movers, it's the likes of ICICI Bank which is doing well, given the fact that they reported a very strong set of numbers over the weekend, and you know, brokerages have retained their buy rating on the stock, and some of them have, in fact, Jefferies has raised earnings forecast anywhere between 5 to 9% for the stock. Aside of that, Reliance Industries obviously handed in a very strong set of numbers, highest ever quarterly profit on a consolidated basis, and it's the O2C segment that has outperformed as expected, and CLSA has gone ahead and raised FY24, FY25 EPS estimates by somewhere around 3 to 4%. So that is also doing well.
Most brokerages have revised, retained and revised estimates for Reliance on the upside. Healthy growth. However, if you look at Jio, their ARPUs was nearly flat on a quarter-on-quarter basis. Retail had good growth, and as you were mentioning, the O2C segment had very strong growth coming in.
Right, Pharma, talk about that, not doing all that well, given the fact that the Sun Pharma has halted, its shipments from the Mohali unit to, implement the remedial measures that were flagged off by the US FDA. So that is among the top losers on the Nifty. Dr. Reddy is also under pressure because Zydus has received the final nod for some capsules which were Dr. Reddy's, Dr. Reddy's flagship product, right?
They are one of the top 5 products that Dr. Reddy ships to the US.
Right.
Nandita, the brokerages believe that because new approvals are coming in for their top products, there could be risk to earnings estimates, and now nearly 2/3 of Dr. Reddy sales are coming in from the US markets. They have done well in the US markets, but yes, there could be some risk to earnings is what brokerages believe. Probably that is the reason why Dr. Reddy's is the top Nifty loser right now, more than 2% down.
Right, even for Sun, JP Morgan in fact has said that the impact on earnings will be somewhere around 1 to 2%, not limited, more, given the fact that it's a smaller unit compared to Halol. So that's one thing. Aside of that, you have IndusInd Bank that's going to report its earnings, and expectations are that the bank will hand in a 40% growth in its net profit. When you look at Yes Bank, those shares are under pressure given the fact that they saw a 45% dip in net profit. And aside of that, HDFC Life was the top Nifty gainer, given the fact that RBI has given its approval to the HDFC twins to increase their stake in HDFC Life and HDFC Ergo to over 50%. Right before the date of completion of the merger, right? Because of that, HDFC Life is up and about. It gained somewhere around 8% in intraday trade, but now somewhere around 5% higher. Aside of that, Wipro, of course, deserves mention. It will be mulling share buyback on the 27th when it reports earnings. Also, earnings-wise, Tata Consumer is up somewhere around 4%. Earnings will be coming out tomorrow. And Nestle is another counter that's under pressure ahead of its fourth quarter earnings, which will again be announced tomorrow. I think I've covered most of the large caps. Let's talk about the mid cap end of the market. How are they doing, and which are the top movers?
Yeah, so the mid cap end of the market is quite healthy. Right now, the top gainer is Indiabulls Real Estate. That stock is up 14%. RVNL, Rail Vikas Nigam Limited, that stock is up 7%. Obviously, there have been a lot of order wins, and railway stocks are once again in focus because the March quarter was really strong, and April also they have started to get some good orders. IRFC and IRCON, these are 2 stocks which are doing well, 5 to 7% up. So railway as a pack is doing well. We also have Engineers India, APL Limited, all of these stocks anywhere between 4 to 5% gains coming in. On the losing side, obviously, as you were mentioning, Yes Bank on the back of weak earnings, down 4% versus expectations. Adani Green, that stock is down 4% on the back of some selling pressure, which has trickled in for Adani Group stocks. Adani Transmission is also another Adani Group company, which is down 3.5%. Among the stocks which are hitting fresh 52-week highs, we have JBM Auto, Godrej Consumer, NCC, Zydus Life, and Bajaj Auto. Obviously, Bajaj Auto also comes out with their earnings tomorrow, and ahead of the earnings, the stock is at a fresh 52-week high.
Right, since you mentioned earnings, Yatin, I also want to tell you that, mid-cap end of the market when it comes to IT is doing extremely well, given the fact that they have outperformed their larger peers. So Cyient reported strong set of numbers last week, and today in trade they are hitting a fresh 52-week high. Persistent is also up and about 3.5% above its quarterly earnings, which I think comes today or tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but the numbers are awaited and the stock is buoyant ahead of the earnings. Aside of that, an important update, Mankind Pharma IPO will be opening tomorrow. And when it comes to the issue price, it's somewhere around 1026 to 1080 rupees a piece.
Correct.
And the anchor book will be opening today itself. It's a OFS of over 4 crore shares, and there's no fresh issue when it comes to. So that is something that the primary markets will be actually watching out for. Aside of that, it's an earnings heavy week, lots of earnings. Of course, we will be getting you fresh updates on them as well. But I think for now we are done with this midday market mood check. Do stay tuned to Moneycontrol for all your earnings analysis and all the other news updates that you follow.